We're gonna do an exciting unboxing of something really special.
What's up guys, Shouri here, and T3 went over some of the player questions and I'm gonna choose out a few of my favorite ones and show you guys some really cool stuff coming in T3. So first up, we're gonna have MVP and stats. These are gonna be some pretty major changes and I think it's gonna be really good ones. So people wanted better stats and an MVP screen, as well as having more things like a KD, and I for one think this is a great change. They didn't specifically say that they were going to put in a kill-death ratio, and they didn't show it, but they have a ton of other stats that it would seem weird not to have a KD and have all these more detailed stats. And I also like how they have the little badges for what you've gotten in your ranked season and the highest you've gotten. It reminds me a lot of Apex Legends, and I love that system. Next up is having better drop rates for different hero stuff. I'll let them explain it.
Please increase the drop rate for both heroes and passive abilities. Or is it possible to add an option for players in the future to buy heroes directly in the store?
Let's talk about passives. So the way passives work right now, as soon as you get to level 9, you do have like a specific chance for them to appear in the store. Regarding heroes, so that's something we've actually been talking about. We might be planning to do some like direct purchase type of event. So the way that those will work is that,
maybe if you're having a hard time getting a certain hero or something like that, we may actually make them available for like direct purchase.
But that is something that we are still testing. It's still not a certainty, so stay tuned for that.
And one of the coolest things is the 5v5 mode.
They want to have a 5v5 game mode.
A quick answer is, in CPU 5, you see 5 lanes, and the reason is, we are working on the 5v5 game mode!
Yes, yes, we will do.
We are working on the 5v5 game mode, which is really exciting, and we are working on more than the 5v5 game mode as well, but no 1v1 game mode. The reason why it takes a long time for us to work on the 5v5 game mode, first of all, is because there's more people in there, and secondly, because the gameplay mechanism will be completely different from a 3v3 mode, so we need to take them into consideration as well. So it takes time, but we are working on it. We are working on it, and we're working on a lot of other things as well.
Next up, and what I'll start summarizing again, is ranked mode. Something I am very, very excited about, as I know most of you probably are as well. And along with the stats for our characters, which will show you how much your teammates kind of win with those different characters, it'll also show things like your highest ranks, and I think it's going to be really nice when you can get that in there, and you don't just have to go buy trophies that don't necessarily mean that much. So I am pretty excited about that, and that is still going to be in Season 2, starting in about September. So this is one thing I wanted to ask you guys about, and there is a tournament mode, and you can ask them for access to this if you plan on using tournaments in the future. And I used to run tournaments in the game I used to play called Guns of Boom, and I used to commentate and host those tournaments. I'm willing to do that in this as well. If you guys want, I will ask them for permission to use the system, and maybe we can have some tournaments. I usually will put a little bit of money in there just to make it fun for everybody that's playing. Usually anyone can join. Just let me know if you guys want me to ask for access to this system, and maybe have a tournament every other week or something. We'll have to see if people actually want to play them or watch them, and just go from there. Just let me know what you guys want. And please like, share, and subscribe this if you've liked this video so others can see it. It helps in the algorithm, and I'd really appreciate it. Have a great day, guys.